Hey, it's Erika, welcome to part 3 of my first listen for Marks, the Firstfruit, the first album. I'm loving this album. It's very intriguing. It's like so Mark, but then at the same time, I'm like, this is just like so different at the same time. Not different for Mark though. Like, I feel like, I don't know, based on checking like his like solo singles and kind of stuff like that, like it makes sense. But like sort of like it's still like, I don't know, it feels kind of so fresh and so new. But I'm eating up this album, so I had to break it up into parts because YouTube hates me. So part 1 is Toronto's Win of Flight to New York City and Righteous. Part 2, Vancouver Loser Watching TV. This part, Journey, Mercies, Mom's Interlude, and Too Much. So we're gonna finish it out here, final album thoughts. But yeah, it's definitely a journey. I feel like what the album is really putting you on. So the last track I tried was Watching TV. Then we go to 82%. You know how I feel about that track. I love it. The 200, really good. I love that one too as well. Have been loving that one. So yeah, I do color-coded lyric videos for this. If they're wrong, don't kill me. But I find it to be the best solution for you and me. Find one together in real time. So let's go ahead and finish this up. I need more, Mark. Journey, Mercies, let's go.
Is there a special place you want to go to? Wherever you are. On an airplane,
Felt.
To find you so that you can keep it beating. I want you to hear me call your name. I just want to hear you.
Mark Lee, don't do this to me.
Over the years, I've been all that you hated. Will you see me differently? Or will your heart still have some space for me? I put on my coat cause the weatherman said that the clouds don't cry. Remember how every time it would rain you would show up and shine. 1, 2, 3. Like you were always what I needed, right? You were always making it right. Was I supposed to lose you for all these useless feelings? Was I supposed to break? Little did I know what that would mean. My life is in pieces, but you could always put it back together with your fragments. I want you to be my everything. Make sure that I'm broken if you leave. My heart is deficient, or maybe I should try to be a little more specific. I need you to be my everything. I need you to be my everything.
I feel like all the love songs are about one person. Because it seems to be the same relationship.
It comes to the end of the page, like journey mercies. Can we still end our messages with wishes that are lifelong? Time is limited and I'm not finished yet. 시간 속에서 묻어진 나의 자국을 지울래. 너는 꼭 지울게. Like gold in evidence. I'm just scribbling cause you make my story so interesting. 기억이란 건 뭘까? Is it a gift? I'm running from my own mind. 기억으로 남기 위해 다 살아가는 거겠지만 so I brought this confession. Hate that I let you down for nothing but ashes. Turmoil gave birth to a journal I'm still writing. My life is in pieces, but you could always put it back together with your fragments. I want you to be my everything. Make sure that I'm broken if you leave.
It's another one of my favorites on the album.
The world falls down and comes to the end of the page, like journey mercies. Can we still end our messages with wishes that are lifelong?
Very interesting. I think especially use like journey mercies, like travel mercies, like before you go, like get there safe, wish da-da-da-da. It's like, so at the end of a relationship, like maybe that it didn't end very pretty, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like wish you the best in life, or is it that you want but it's almost like that's not what he wants. It's more like he wants, or that it's like he can't move on from her, so like if you like wish me the best in life or something like that, like travel mercies, but like in used as a metaphor for the relationship or the breakup and stuff, like can that stick with him the entire time, the lifelong? Girl, I don't know if he can. He's so bad. Whatever happened, girl, it's got to be the same person. It just feels like it. But yeah, and it's almost like is he just like I think no, I'm not gonna say because I think it's recency bias of a book I'm reading. But yeah, so but it's very interesting. It's kind of like, I don't know, the ones about the relationship are like so raw and just like so honest and so like vulnerable and so like very much like, you know what I mean? And then even if it's just like you haven't seen the person for a while, like can we go back to the same? And it's like probably not, girl. Probably not. I'm just saying, life, you always end up you go in different directions. But yeah, so I don't know, they're just like so interesting to me, these songs. I don't know, they're just like so, I don't know, they're so interesting. You're so interesting, Markley. Anyways, next track we got Mom's Interlude. Dedicated interlude to the mother. I mean, like who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't? I feel like we could all do that if we could. But yeah, so this will be, I thought maybe there'd be more like interludes throughout the album, but I feel like, because there was like the title track and then there was Vancouver, and that, was it Vancouver? No, it wasn't Vancouver, my bad. It was Toronto's Window Flight to New York City, and now we're getting another interlude with like Mom's Interlude. So yeah, let's go and get it, let's go. Oh, don't be windy again. I have my window open, that's why.
내 앨범에 이제 막 어쨌든 신앙적인 거를 담아줬다라는 걸 처음 들었을 때 어땠어? 나는 네 너무 걱정 안 하면 감사했어. 아 진짜? 리셋하는 느낌? 아 얘는 이제 정했구나. 그래서 이제 얘는 진짜 걱정할 게 없고 건강만 생각하면 되겠구나 그 생각하고. 너가 확실히 그게 달라지긴 했어. 자기가 아이덴티티가 그냥 딱 정해진 것 같아.
And even to put something like this on the album is like.
그리고 8년 동안 이 제목처럼 열매라고 난 생각해. 네가 그런 마음으로 그 제목을 쓴 게 나는 오히려 그게 맞네. 8년 먹겠다. 의미도 있고 그치? 그럼 정신 못 먹어.
It's almost like not an interlude, it's like a skit, but obviously in the beginning when she says like the melody or whatever, you tune that into the track, so, but it's more, has like more context of being like a skit on an album, which you don't get really anymore. You mainly only see those in like hip-hop albums, and then at that, BTS used to do skits a lot on their albums. They used to do it a lot. But they haven't done that recently, and even on their solo stuff, they haven't done that recently. When is the last time they released one with a skit on it? I don't know, but even in their solo work, it's not. They don't. Off the top of the dome, I can't think. But there's so much solo music they've done. But I think that was very, very sweet, and also again so kind of like vulnerable and intimate to put something like that. Like it feels like they're just like talking over lunch, you know what I mean? And then you kind of see like the comfort and the love that comes from his mom, but also that he shares with his mom because he's like talking about it. But yeah, and that kind of like warms the heart a little bit, because then you're just, I don't know, just kind of getting like something that feels so like intimate as that, like eating lunch with your family. Like nobody really, I think it's just like because it happens so often, you don't necessarily think of it as being like intimate, but I think like when you are away from that, and then you kind of are able to have that again, you're just like, wow, I miss this, but then also kind of like the comfort that brings, and just like how special those moments are, because eventually we all grow up, we go all off on our own, and then we you don't do that as much, so then when you do it again, it becomes like special and whatever, you know what I mean? Not me, I still live with my mom. This economy's crazy. But anyways, less song too much. So yeah, but I think this album, that's why it comes with the first fruit though. You can definitely see that. But I enjoyed it. It's probably, I don't know, it's such like a personal journey. I feel like that's why, like, in a personal, like, it's definitely the album I feel like I've connected with like extremely deeply. Like I think an album can be like technically so fascinating and so good, but like Mark Lee caught me in my feelings. He caught me in my soul. But anyways, too much, let's go.
I'm so glad you love me. You're the only one who holds me. I can understand what love is now, 'cause you showed me what love looks like. My whole life has been a blessing since 99.
Must be nice.
'Cause your love is too much, always. I know you love me too much, always. I turn and leave myself today, 'cause finding you is worth everything. Yes, your love is too much, always. Oh, your love is too much, always. Yes, your love is too much, always. Oh, your love is, yeah. Kill the verse. This is coming from the heart, ain't from media.
That's the thing you can tell.
Speak up, keep close, eager. I try to be the world's, but the world are not a show, yeah. I know how the rhythm goes, I know how the river flows, I know now where I belong, I know how they gon' be talking, but I know that he look from above and knows how to roll a soul. Just always gotta know that your love is too much, always. I know you love me too much, always.
Is it about God?
I turn and leave myself today, 'cause finding you is worth everything. Yes, your love is too much, always. Oh, your love is too much, always. Yes, your love is too much, always.
Or is it like to the fans? What's it about?
Yeah, always wonder who that person was inside the mirror. From Toronto, am I even cool? So I wake up. All my life, I've been trying to find out.
You're gonna still figure out who you are, Mark, trust me.
Way more than what the world could ever give.
Preach.
Putting that in a fruit. I'ma live up to what I received already. I received
Okay.
too much, always. I know you love me too much.
It's interesting how repetitive the song is, but
I turn and leave myself today, 'cause finding you is worth everything. Yes, your love is too much, always. Oh, your love is, yeah, more than I can ever imagine. Too much, always. Yeah, that I could ever imagine. Too much, always.
is it fan song?
I know your love is too much. I'm riding to you with love. It's all for moments like this. Yeah, alright. I know your love is too much. I'm riding to you with love. It's all for moments like this. Yeah, alright. I know your love is too much. It's the only love worth fighting for. I had to get this off my chest right before I left this album. Man, I know your love is too much. I know your love is too much. Too much, always.
It seems like it's a fan song, right? Interesting. I enjoy it. I think the album is amazing. I feel like I don't think I've felt a more deeper emotional connection to an album for a soloist. I'll say that for sure. Well, that's how I feel right now. Okay, like I can't really think of one off the top of the dome. There might be others that I can check out that just like made me feel 70 billion different types of ways. But like, I don't know, it just like, it was so kind of like vulnerable and raw and honest, and you don't get that, especially in like the world of K-pop too often. You get it a lot more now, you know what I mean? Like, it's much more common to get that now, but like, especially if they're in a group like NCT, and again, it's such a specifically crafted image, every subunit, every single, you know what I mean, type of thing. So kind of like, it felt so personal, and like the journey of it was just like so interesting. Like, I feel like I know Mark Lee so much more now, and I've been a fan of him since 7 Sense. Like, I've been into K-pop for like a decade, so it's kind of like crazy. I don't know, but yeah, like it just, I don't know, brings up really true, really honest emotions that are just like, I don't know, and they're like so complex, you know, and the way they're like presented is so interesting to me. And overall, I really enjoyed it. I think it was really interesting. Again, like, and the technicality of it all in terms of like the songs and everything, and the lyricism has always been like so good with him. So that's like, it's always just like so good. And you kind of get both sides. You have the more kind of, I guess, more pop tracks like Too Much and like Vancouver, but then like the much more ones that were promoted were like the more hip hop driven ones, you know what I mean? And I definitely think that makes sense, you know, both, they're all Mark Lee, you know what I mean? But for sure, like, the more pop ones, the more kind of story driven ones, for sure, I feel like has such more like insight into him and his like heart and everything. Then the other ones, that's like for like, that's him, you know what I mean? And that's like promotional him. But if you dive into the album, there's so much more substance here, and I really like that, because that's definitely, I'm not saying like, because he did Child, right? So it's like he's kind of exposed that to us before, and that he doesn't know how to make eggs. I can't, it's always in my mind, that line. It's always, whenever I think of Mark Lee, I think of that line. I do, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I really love it because of that, and especially within like K-pop and stuff. Again, you don't always get that within artists, especially in SM entertainment, you know what I mean? So I feel just like he just has so much creative control over everything, you know what I mean? Especially like the lyrics and everything, and I'm like, they allowed all this to be on an album for him? That's kind of cray-cray. Like, I would not have expected it. I don't even know if I could say another artist who really is able to kind of like do that at like the label. Maybe Taeyeon? Maybe? But like, yeah, because her songs can be very like emotional and stuff, but like, I'm trying to think, like, I don't know. So that's like so fascinating to me. But I think it's an incredible album. Definitely worthy of the 13 tracks. I think it's amazing because of that. The songs are all powerful, like in their own way. And yeah, it's very interesting, like checking out the album and like the songs you haven't listened to versus like the ones that we have listened to. So interesting. But I think it's an incredible project. It's definitely, at least, well, for sure, in recent memory, an album I've connected with so deeply, I feel like emotionally, and like seen so much emotionally, that I really like. And again, I've liked K-pop for 10 years, so I can't say if it's the solo album that I have felt like this deeply emotional about. I can't say that for like a soloist. I'm not saying a group. But yeah, for sure, it's definitely up there. At least this year. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably my second favorite album I've heard this year. For sure. Like, out of everything. And that's a strong number 2. It's a strong number 2 for me. But it's amazing. Mark, this is like, he's cooking the way we always thought he could cook. You know what I mean? And overall, I really loved it. I think it was absolutely, it's a fantastic album. It's much more, I feel like, of a deeper insight into who he is that hasn't always been like explored musically with him. But here we are. We got that chance, that opportunity for it. So overall, I really loved it. My more favorite of the ones, I like Loser, I like Dirty Mercies, Too Much is Cute, Watching TV. Those ones, I think, I don't know, lean towards to be some of my favorite. Mom's Interlude is super cute too as well. Those are definitely the ones. But I like them all. Like, I love Toronto's Window, Flight to New York City. Like, I get those. Righteous, see where he's coming from, really kind of sets the stage for like the album. But then also Vancouver is very kind of relatable, and that's like, it's all so good. And well, like, out of the tracks checked here, okay, not girl, because I like 200, I like 82 Preston, girl, that's my song. Fractia is amazing, 1999 is amazing. So it's truly an amazing album. My second favorite I've heard this year, and it's probably gonna be, I think 1 and 2 are solidified for this year already. Girl, it's only April. Go to put your thoughts and comments down below to the Marks, the Firstfruit. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you like me and you want to see more of my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. Want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. Want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, in the description down below, or at the end screen. If you like gaming content, I have a gaming channel. It's called Erika. Currently playing Batman Arkham Asylum and Assassin's Creed Shadow, so if you could join me over there for that. Thank you so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, schedul이며 개지하루에 Baby listen 내 말이지 don't honeymoon out of space I said listen SM gotta wait SM listen phone is buzzing 영지 don't try to shoot I said wait name somebody who could juggle 3 teams still come up with the best solo album at the same time